Watching the way that white people react to Tate McRae versus the way that black people react to her is so funny to witness. Like, it's such a stark difference. Growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s, there was like such a clear divide between what white people were up to and what black people were up to, right? Like, black people, we had BET 106 in Park, we had the BET Awards, we had black radio stations that black artists went to, right? So like, it just was like, if you wanted to know what white people were up to and vice versa, you had to go out of your way. Now, because of the internet, it kind of has all become like a melting pot, and it's all just considered pop culture. Watching this conversation and seeing the two very different reactions, it's like, oh, I'm suddenly remember, like, oh, we all live on two different planets. Like, I forgot, like, we're having two different experiences. White people are so easily blown away and impressed by Tate McRae because you are not used to white girls putting in effort. That's what's so impressive to you. It's not that she's super talented. It's not that she's such a great dancer. It's none of that. It's that you are not used to white girls actually trying. For the past 15 years or so, you have been told the greatest pop star in the entire world is Taylor Swift. And you have bought that. You have ate that. And Taylor Swift, while, again, might be a great songwriter, is not someone who puts in a lot of effort. It's not someone who tries very hard. And the evidence we have of that is the fact that she has not become a better singer or a better dancer in the past 15 years in the game. 15 years in the game, and she's not any better at it than she was the very first day, because she's never put in extra effort to try and get better. Watching Tate McRae is a revelation to you, because Tate McRae is somebody who is hungry, who is trying her very best, who is putting in effort, who it's very obvious is in that rehearsal studio putting in work. And that level of effort has never been expected for white women. It's never been the bar. So because of that, seeing that to you is wildly impressive. For black people, on the other hand, the greatest pop star in the entire world for the past 20 years or so has been Beyonce. And one thing about Beyonce, while she is ridiculously talented, the thing that sets her over the edge is how much effort she puts in. It's how hard she's willing to work. It's how hard she's willing to rehearse, how hard she's willing to work at it. It's what's made her stand out from all of her peers. If your bar of what the best pop star in the entire world is Taylor Swift, then seeing someone like Tate McRae will blow your mind. You will be like, what the fuck? It'll be like, oh my God, I'm having an epiphany. I've never seen anything like this. But if your bar for what the greatest pop star in the entire world is Beyonce, and you're watching Tate McRae, you're like, she's cute. I mean, I guess I don't know what else we're doing here. Comparison to Britney Spears to me makes sense, not because I think that she's the next Britney Spears, but because I think that Britney Spears is the last time you guys saw a white girl be hungry. It's the last time you guys ever saw a white girl actually work at it. To black people, watching Tate McRae is not that impressive, because to us, we're like, we've been watching Tinashe do this for like 15 years now. We've been watching Victoria Monet do this, put in the same exact level of effort. People are like, oh, Tate McRae is bringing real dancing back. Victoria Monet has been dancing her ass off since 5-6 years now. Tiana Taylor was literally damn near invoking Michael Jackson in the music video. What was that, 4 years ago? Jelani has been giving us real vocals and dancing for 8 years now? We're just witnessing in the first time in your life watching a white girl put in the same amount of effort that's the standard for black women. The reason why you're rooting for her so hard is because you think that all white women should be rewarded for their effort, when as black women, it's the very minimum that's expected from you.
I don't want to hear any shit about my shower, but we just moved into this house and they had, obviously really hard water. And I have tried everything. You can see down there where I tried to scrub it with bleach, and it was just taking so long because I hate scrubbing. But I just went to Lowe's and I got this Zepp acidic toilet bowl cleaner. I just use it on my toilet and my sink, so now I'm going to try it on my shower. And it instantly works. Look at it. I don't even have to scrub. This is so nice. We're going to try it right here now. You can see it almost instantaneously. You see it? I don't have to get on my hands and knees and scrub. I have a really bad heart condition, so I can't really do much as far as scrubbing or getting on my hands and knees and doing hard stuff like this. So this is a game changer. Shit, I should have taken the soaps out. Oops. But come on. This is insane. It literally is making my shower so clean. I didn't even know if the shower was white, to be honest with you. Look how dirty it is. But look! My lord! Ugh. Oh shit, I should have done the other wall. But, hold on. Okay, now I'm just going to take the toilet brush with the cleaner on it already, and I'm just going to show you. You just spread it all around. Make sure it gets evenly coated wherever you want it to come out. But like, look at it already. It literally is like eating away at the hard water. Even down here, you just spread it around. Make sure it's evenly coating everything. And then you just let it sit for, I don't know, a couple minutes. Honestly, it worked instant. I should have taken the soaps out. Make sure you spread it all around. And boom. I want to make sure it touches everything. I am so excited. But yeah, wherever you can get Zep products, the professional grade, buy it. Look at my oh my god. Ah! Buy it.
Did you know that right now there's another bill, SB 12, to create an agency for immigrants and what they call refugees?
Wow.
Right now.
You gotta vote against that.
But here's the kicker. They didn't have to study anything. They proposed, they introduced this bill to create the agency, Senator Gonzalez, and it's moving right now.
No opposition.
While our black caucus is telling us they want to study us forever.
No opposition.
Let's also highlight that the committee the bill presented in this week, all three of our black caucus members in that committee voted yes for the bill.
Wow.
Just to let y'all know.
No,
That's why she's scared about those immigrants. They do need to go. We need to figure out a plan to get them out.
Get them out and
We
run
need to get them out.
our own candidates.
We gotta, yeah, what are they names? Do you have the names?
We give you a word of advice, and you got to watch what you say when you say it, because this is what I'm saying. Because you don't know who speaks Spanish. Yo soy cubano, ¿me entiendes? Pero yo soy cubano.
I was just saying.
Okay, but I'm just saying you need to watch what you say.
I was just.
I'm just letting you know though. When you talk about people, especially black people, man, watch what you're saying. I ain't recording you. I'm recording myself. I'm recording you now. I'm recording you now. I'm recording you now. So, you know what? That's what I'm saying. They be talking that shit Spanish, thinking people don't understand their ass. So when you talk about black folks in Spanish, a bunch of them understand what I'm saying. No, y'all talking in Spanish. Yo soy cubano. Yo entiendo.
Do you know what I love about black and brown people? Well, there's a lot. But one of the things I love is that even though we come from completely different places, historically our paths cross all the time. And throughout history, we have found ways to lean on each other. Whether it's Mexico opening its borders to allow slaves to escape and become free, or whether it's Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X inspiring the Chicano movement. Our paths are so interlinked in such a beautiful stand of resistance that I can't help but always appreciate our unity. Although throughout history we have had our conflicts, we always seem to inspire and help one another succeed in this world that seems to try to always bring us down. Now, I've been reading a lot about Mexican American history because of everything going on with immigration and the Trump administration. I love how this book gives credit to the civil rights movement for inspiring the Chicano movement. This is what it says. The Black Civil Rights Crusade left a powerful legacy. Almost every aspect of American life was impacted in one way or another. One of the most meaningful consequences of the Second Reconstruction was the stimulus it provided for other people of color to stand up for their rights. These included Mexicanos, who now initiated their own movement of self-awareness. So to my Mexicanos, don't forget that throughout history, we have relied on each other. And one of the most beautiful things that we can do is continue to unite and resist against oppression.
I have a distinct issue with black people always caping for white women. Dave, what do you mean caping for white women? Well, let's just review. Statistically speaking, out of all of the DEI hires, only 4% have gone to black people. 52% have gone to white women. The same way white women were the number one beneficiaries of affirmative action. The same way white women are the number one beneficiaries of the welfare state. Yet and still, here you come. When it comes to feminism, white women were also the number one beneficiaries, but black people keep getting their heads chopped in. I'm trying to understand when you will wake up. All they got to do is hit you with a phrase and you're running with it. Because before this, what was it? Critical race theory. Oh, Lord, they're taking the books out of the schools. If you need the government meaning the U.S. Department of Education, the state school board, whoever, to teach your child about being black, you've already lost the race. Let that sink in. But let's get back to DEI for a minute. We keep advocating for crumbs. But here's where I'm really trying to understand. You decided that it was a good idea to roast Tabitha Brown because she said, if you're going to boycott Target, that's fine. Just buy black within Target, because there are literally hundreds of black-owned businesses that are in Target that have been featured, that have been propped up, that have deals going with Target. And you said, oh no, because you're half in and you're half out. Well, I would venture to guess that being half in is a lot better than the under 3% you are as far as ownership and employing other black people. Do you see Jewish people walking around here saying, buy Jewish? Do you see Asian people of any group of Asians, meaning Vietnamese, Chinese, Indian? Do you see any of them talk about buy Asian? No, they don't have to, because it's a way of life. Black people, we don't. But you're fighting for diversity, equity, and inclusion, just like you were fighting for critical race theory, just like you were fighting for Black Lives Matter. And then we found out from their own masthead that the Black Lives Matter organization wanted to dismantle the patriarchy and put up non-binary hoobity-doos that identify as Puff the Magic Dragon. No diddy. I'm trying to understand why you keep hopping from cause to cause. Oh, that's because your mind is colonized. That's because you believe whatever Roland Martin tells you. You believe whatever D.L. Hughley tells you. You believe whatever Joy Reid tells you. Joy Reid, up until about 3 months ago, who was cosplaying as Donald Trump with that god-awful wig on her head and still hasn't done anything impactful for black people. Then you're following Al Sharpton into a Costco, because Costco has DEI. You do realize Al Sharpton's a multimillionaire, don't you? You do realize he has a multi-million-dollar contract with...
Let me just be honest. What she stated is 100% factual when it deals with the fact of the effort that is placed out there by way of black women and how it is that they do music, right? So let's just go over this. So you've had the likes of, well, at this moment in time, you've had a Beyonce, you've had a Rihanna, you've had a Sierra, Tiana Taylor, Janelle Monáe, and many others directly out there, right? When it deals with their choreography, them dancing, and everything, right? And that's just the bar, right? That's just, in a sense, the bare minimum bar to be expected of black female artists. When it deals with white artists, for at least the given moment in time of a decade, you had the likes of Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga was pretty much the only white woman that you were able to see that was doing choreography. She was out there. She was sitting up there moving, strutting, doing all of that, right? Other than that, there was really nobody else. Now, of course, before Lady Gaga, you would have the Britney Spears, you would have the Pink, not really Jessica Simpson. What's the Christina Aguilera, right? You would have a few of those directly out there that were doing the choreography, right? And I was like, wow, okay, they're really technically, they're doing something here and there and whatnot or whatever, right? A little bit of effort, right? So when it dealt with the artist that she referred to, let me go back. Her name is Tate McRae. I've never heard of this woman. It was to the extent of like a Harpo, who is this woman? Because I never heard of her. I really had to actually look her up. I couldn't give you any type of songs. I could not give you anything, a commercial, a song, a TikTok. I couldn't give you nothing. And I looked at her on SNL, and maybe that might not be the best example, but I'm like, okay, I see her doing a little bit of choreography, and the timing is directly there, but it's like, okay, when you compare it to, other black female artists directly out there, it's like, I'm not really sure exactly why people are going crazy, if that is the terminology, but like the young woman said, because she's showing some effort. right? And white people are just wowed by that. It doesn't take a lot to really wow the general audience of white people. It again, you can just do something that a lot of them, 90+% of them, just don't do. White people are not really dancers like that, just to be honest. It's just not, at least in the sense of something that makes sense when it deals with choreography or even just a simple dance with music. That's not really how white people get down. This is just not. Trust me, I've seen enough white people in real life move and get down. It's just not how it is. Again, versus if you happen to see black people at a cookout, you will see generations of black people moving to a beat, pretty much in sync. The only time that there might be a delayed reaction in there is if it's dealing with an elder. But even with that, it would still be rare because they're still moving. They still getting down. They still shaking. Hips are still working. Knees are still working. Left, right, back, forth, back, twist, turn, right? They're out there. When you happen to go to Caucasian engagements, it's not like that. That is just not what it is. Somebody is going to be dancing like Elaine off of Seinfeld. And if you don't know what that looks like, you may want to go look that up for yourself. So again, somebody like Tate McRae going out there and doing this, yeah, it's okay, I guess. Like I said, I don't understand or see what the whole big hoopla is. Because realistically, just to be honest, for all intents and purposes, I've seen white girls on TikTok that put a way more effort into dancing and choreography than, at least the example that I saw on SNL. I guess I might need something a little bit different because I'm used to seeing like some of the white girls on TikTok doing some B-boy headstand, breakdancing, stuff like that. Some actual effort, some actual dancing, some actual choreography, where people are sweating. You anything could go wrong at the moment of time. You can literally see the person, they're focused, but they're having fun. They're focused and they're dancing. They're focused, but at times it just looks natural in a sense, like it's coming from them. They're just flowing directly with it, right? But yeah, like I said, let me know. Maybe I'm just the eyeball out, and this Tate McRae, yeah, McRae, maybe she's been out here, and I was just deaf directly to it. But again, I've never heard of this artist before. Never have. I'm pretty sure if some of you guys happen to look her up, you might be in the same bucket as I am because I just found out about her today. Literally, I kid you not. This video popped up with this young woman talking about it, and this is what I wanted to use for the end. Because again, I'm just a little bit baffled. I'm a little bit confused on how it is that we even got here, and how it is that I guess it seems that people are losing their minds about her because I don't get it. I don't see it. But again, that's just me and dealing with the fact of watching black artists in general just set the bar, and you have certain expectations. She didn't meet any of those expectations, just to be real. But yeah. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.